Yeah, KJ, can you maybe encapsulate what it feels like to cap your season in this way with 9 wins and another trophy?
I'm just embracing it all. I mean, just the guys. I mean, my teammates just put in the work. Fall camp, spring ball, just believing in the coaching staff, believing in each other, the brotherhood and bond that we share. I mean, we're just embracing it all, and we can be able to just reflect back on it, just tell our younger kids or our other family members that hey, we did this and we accomplished this during this season.
You felt like your tailbone bone? I mean, what happened? How are you?
It's not the win. I'm a little bit. I was straight though.
Real quick, we've got Rocket and Joe Crochet over there. Somebody wants to get those guys over there right now. Trey?
KJ, at halftime, what was the discussion like? I mean, you came out and just started running, was just like, forget this, I'm just gonna take this.
I mean, like Coach Pippen said, I mean, he came in, I mean, he just told us like, hey, we only down 3. So I mean, at that point, the leaders took over. We was being more vocal. All the leaders, captains, seniors, everybody just being more vocal. We just knew that we had to play our brand of football. I mean, the first half, it wasn't our brand of football. So just coming out, we took it as a challenge and we just put our best foot forward and we played Arkansas brand football.
Following up on that, it looked like the second half, you took the game on your shoulders, said, I'm toting the rock. We're getting it done that way. Was that the case?
It was. I mean, Coach Brown put him to the side. He was like, hey, at some point you got to take over the game. You got to put the game in your hands. And I mean, we just got to put our best foot forward and score points and win the game. So it was going to, that's what it was.
Christina?
What did you think of Malik in the few snaps that he got in? Was it a surprise that he was kind of able to run as much as he did?
It wasn't. It was. I mean, he does it. I mean, every day in practice, every weekend, week out, and just having a guy like that to back me up or when I go out or something happen with me, and just knowing that I have a lot of confidence in him, and the team also has a lot of confidence in him as well. Just so I really extremely proud of Malik. He came to me, he kept asking me like, "Hey, you want me to go?" I'm like, "You got it, bro. You take over right now. It's your word right now." So just having a guy like that just back me up like that is extremely proud of.
Right. KJ, thoughts on the defense today? They held them to 10 points, made your job a lot easier.
Extremely proud of those guys. I mean, just the way they swarm the ball and just game tackle each and every tackle. So just having those guys like that, knowing that they had our back, and then we picked it up second half and we had their backs, and just able to just be a team effort.
KJ, you've really focused on no individual achievements this year for you, but we heard that was winning the MVP was one of your goals, and you expressed that to somebody. What was it felt like winning the MVP?
I mean, it's a dream come true. I mean, this whole week, I mean, me and Coach Pittman, we've been talking, going back and forth. I mean, he said I had a higher chance of winning since he opted out and getting the MVP. So, I mean, just having a coach like that has a lot of confidence in me and just instilling that confidence and that leadership in me, and just also my teammates, I can't lead them out. So those guys right there just also believing in me, and we just put our best foot forward. So it's a dream come true.
KJ, this is your first game without Burks. How would you assess how your other receivers did today?
Oh, they did extremely awesome. I mean, I couldn't thank them no more. I mean, just for those guys to come in and just embrace the moment and just take advantage of the opportunities, especially the young guys that got in. So just embracing the moment, just extremely proud of them.
Coach Pittman said earlier in the week, this may not be the national championship game, but this is our national championship game. Is that how you took it?
It was. I mean, just coming from, I mean, we've been through a lot over the past years, just going through a little rough patch, and now that we're finally on the rise and on the come up. So we also, everybody on the team just took it as this our national championship on big stage, Outback Bowl, Tampa, Florida. So had to come out and just get fans and the host that Arkansas show.
With the sacks included, you finished with 20 carries. I think that matched what you did against Ole Miss. And did you know coming in the game that might be something you had to do, carry the ball more?
I did. Just the way we practice and the plays that we was running, I knew it was more on me running the ball and making the correct reads and toting the ball and being smart with the ball, making great plays on the outside with the guys flipping the ball out or just running the ball up here. So.
Coach Pittman told us what the offseason might look like, easier to recruit maybe, what about from a player standpoint, what the next few months will look like for you guys?
I mean, of course, we're going to get a little rest, but I feel like just heading to the next season, I mean, we always have an advantage with the young guys coming in and being able to play out there in the game and just giving those guys an opportunity, and they're just taking advantage. So I feel like we're a little ahead of some programs right now, and I just want to move forward.
Do you feel like you could go into next season as maybe one of the, leading guys in the SEC?
I mean, I hope so. I mean, I really don't just look into it. I mean, I see what I look at it one time, or my family might show me, and I just see and I just use that motivation.
KJ, you held up the MVP trophy, turned around, showed it to your fans. What was going through your mind at that point?
Surreal. I mean, just me being able to just way ahead of time say that I want the MVP trophy, and then to actually win it and I mean, teammates I got, I mean, anybody could have won the trophy and they end up giving it to me. So, and then just turning around, showing my family, I mean, they supported me. They came out with, drove all the way down here instead of flying. So just shows a lot about my support system and also the fans. I mean, they've been with me every step, and just having a crowd like that and to just support the Arkansas Razorbacks.
That's one of those.
KJ, talk about your leadership progression and passing, but talk about being able to get through the season, 13 games without missing any games with the injuries. I know you got beat up, but just talk about how big that was to make it through all 13 games.
I want to give credit to the strength staff. I mean, the week in and week out, those guys they're hard on me, make sure there's no rips and nothing like that. And then also just the training staff just taking care of me and take care of my body, make sure I get in, get some type of treatment in. Even if I'm not hurt, I'm 100% healthy. They still want me to come in and get treatment just because it's a physical game we play on Saturday and we in the SEC. So.
KJ, great job.
Thank you.